afternoon and welcome to the news update at 12 and Dominion Television, Ibadan. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun. The federal government has unveiled a fertility care center and maternity complex at the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, Borno State, to improve access to specialized healthcare in the Northeast. The facility, built by the Northeast Development Commission, is solar-powered and equipped with modern medical equipment, including an intracytoplasmic injection machine, incubators, oxygen concentrators, and laboratory facilities. Minister of State for Regional Development, Uba Amadu, said the center would reduce the need for residents to travel outside the region for fertility treatment. However, Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum commended the commission, noting that it had also invested about 70 billion naira in modern MRI and CT scan machines for tertiary hospitals across the Northeast. The federal government has distributed at least 435.25 billion naira to 29 states for infrastructure and security projects between January and June 2026, according to state budget reports. The funds were disbursed through the Federation Account Allocation Committee, with states using the intervention to strengthen roads, schools, healthcare and security amid rising infrastructure deficit and insecurity. Enugu received the highest dedicated allocation of 27.2 billion naira, followed by Gombe with 24.50 billion naira. However, experts urged state government to ensure transparency and accountability in spending, stressing that the funds must translate into improved infrastructure and security for citizens. The federal government has opened applications for free training in artificial intelligence, graphics, makeup, and fashion design under its National Poverty Reduction with Growth Strategy program in Oyo State. The program, implemented through the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Technical, Vocational and Entrepreneurship Education, is aimed at equipping young Nigerians with technical and vocational skills for employment and entrepreneurship. Applicants are required to complete an online form, select their preferred skill, and provide accurate responses for the selection process. Oyo State government has reaffirmed its commitment to the recognition, preservation, and promotion of indigenous religion and culture as the state marks the 2026 Isheshe Day with a colorful celebration at the Lekon Salami Sports Complex in Ibadan. Our correspondent Damlola Daudu, present at the event, asked the details.
The 2026 Isheshe Day celebration came alive with traditional drumming, cultural performances, and colorful display as adherents of traditional religion gathered at the Lekon Salami Sport Complex in Ibadan to celebrate Yoruba's heritage and spirituality. The celebration is the third edition since the Oyo State government officially declared August 20th a work-free day for the observation of Isheshe Day. Delivering the governor's message, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Honorable Kazim Adeniyi Bibire, said the administration values the contribution of adherents of all faiths to the peaceful atmosphere in Oyo State. It stressed that the policy is aimed at promoting peaceful coexistence among adherents of different faiths while preserving the cultural heritage of Yoruba people.
And the message of the governor for them is for them to continue to support the government and the people of Oyo State, and to make sure that they do everything, they ward off the attack and control the insecurity in the state. The government always appreciates them because the harmonious assistance that they are using and the coordination and cooperation to have within and between all the religions.
Also speaking, the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Dr. Wasiu Olatunbosun, commended traditional worshippers for sustaining the celebration. He said the recognition of Isheshe Day was a response to long-standing demands by traditional worshippers, urging traditional rulers to incorporate the celebration into their activities alongside other religious observance. Olatunbosun also highlighted the international recognition of Yoruba cultural festivals, including Shango and Egungun by UNESCO.
Started a week ago. This is grand finale, and as we are doing it here today, they are doing it at designated places in 5 geopolitical zones in the state. So that is to tell you that we believe the government of Governor Seyi Makinde believes strongly that our promise is a bond. We promise that if they supported us in 2023, we will declare, we will support them and declare free, holiday on August 20. And we have been keeping to our promise since that 2023 to date.
In their various address, the Are Isheshe of Oyo State, Chief Omikunle Egbelade, and Araba Olu Isheshe of Ibadan Land, Chief Ifalere Odegbemi, stressed that Isheshe goes beyond festival, drumming, dancing, traditional dressing, or visits to shrines. He described Isheshe as a way of life encompassing traditional understanding of spirituality, morality, family, community, nature, ancestors, and the relationship between humanity and the Creator.
I honor and appreciate you all for your presence, support, and commitment to the promotion of our cultural heritage. Our heritage, our identity, our culture, our future. Ńlá wà nínú kágbé ìṣẹ̀ṣe wa lárugẹ sí nípa ètò ààbò, nípa ètò ìlera, pàápàá jùlọ nípa ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
The Olubadan of Ibadan Land, Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja Arusa I, was represented by the Balogun of Ibadan Land, Oba Tajuddin Ajibola. He joined other traditional rulers, including the Aseyin of Iseyin, Oba Safiu Adeyemi Ajerotutu, the Eleruwa of Eruwa, Oba Samuel Adegbola, and the Olu of Igboora, Oba Jimoh Titiloye, at the celebration. Beyond the colorful display and spiritual observance, the 2026 Isheshe Day celebration provided a platform for your state government, traditional institutions, and adherents to reaffirm the importance of indigenous religion and culture while promoting peaceful coexistence and the preservation of Yoruba heritage. Damilola Daudu reporting for Dominion News.
The All Progressives Congress, APC, in Oyo State has commenced effort to reconcile aggrieved members following the party's recent primaries, with the Reconciliation Committee holding consultations with stakeholders to resolve lingering grievances ahead of the 2027 elections. Our correspondent, Damilola Daudu, has the details.
The chairman of the APC Reconciliation Committee in Oyo State, Senator Olufemi Lanleye, said the committee had met with some aggrieved members and would continue consultation to address their concerns and strengthen unity within the party.
Of course, that's why we call it reconciliation. Reconciliation is a process, and a process is not a one-day affair. And of course, we're going to build from where we are. Surely we're going to win. We're a family. And it's a family issue, and it's normal for children of the same family to have some little maybe challenges, but it's issues that can be settled within the party. And we're happy that the party is still stable, the party is still good, and from discussion we're having with the members of the party, they're prepared to work with us for us to succeed. So we're good.
Lanleye described the committee's meeting with the APC national chairman and members of the National Working Committee as fruitful, saying the party's leadership is expected to consider the issue raised by various aspirants.
Better to have more of something than less of it. We have started the reconciliation process, and each day we will continue to have more success. Although the committee might round up its assignments at any point in time, but until election day, we keep working. We are appealing to our leaders, we are appealing to stakeholders, we are appealing to aspirants. That is only in unity can we find strength, can we find victory. We've been out of government. This party has been out of government for 8 years. And I can assure you that members of this party don't want to be out of government for any extra day.
The Reconciliation Committee chairman said the process will continue urging party leaders, stakeholders and aspirants to put the interests of the party above personal differences. He noted that a united APC would be better positioned to strengthen its structure and regain political control in Oyo State ahead of the 2027 elections. Damilola Daudu reporting for Dominion News.
On the foreign scene, hundreds of protesters have taken to the streets of Tunisia's capital, Tunis, demanding the resignation of President Kais Saied and the restoration of democracy. The protest comes 5 years after Saied dismissed the government and suspended parliament, a move his opponents describe as a setback for Tunisia's democratic transition. The newly formed opposition collective Nafas organized the rally, calling for an end to what it describes as government failure and injustice. Protesters also used the famous Arab Spring chants calling for the fall of the regime. South Korea's military says North Korea has fired about 10 short-range ballistic missiles toward the eastern waters, which traveled about 300 kilometers before landing at sea. The launches came a day after North Korea dismissed the U.S. decision to scale back joint military exercises with South Korea. Seoul has since strengthened surveillance and is coordinating with the United States and Japan, while its National Security Council urged Pyongyang to stop further missile launches. The latest launches add to tensions on the Korean peninsula, despite apparent U.S. effort to reduce military drills. President Donald Trump had earlier ordered the Pentagon to reduce the Ultra Freedom Shield exercises, citing his relationship with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and disagreement with South Korea over the Iran conflict. Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bakr Kalibaf says the country must develop plans to overcome what he called unjust sanctions imposed by the United States. His comment came a day after U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced plans for what he described as the toughest sanctions ever imposed on Iran. Bessent said details of the new measures would be unveiled on Monday, arguing that maximum economic pressure could reduce the need for further large-scale military operations. The latest development signals renewed economic pressure on Tehran as the United States seeks to force Iran into concessions, while Iranian officials insist the country must strengthen its ability to withstand sanctions. Talking sport, Tottenham Hotspur have agreed a £75 million deal with Manchester City to sign Brazilian winger Savio, with a further £10 million possible in add-ons. Savio, who made just 7 Premier League starts for City last season, is expected to undergo a medical before signing a long-term contract with Spurs. Tottenham are also pursuing further attacking reinforcement, with talks for Manchester City forward Omar Marmoush reportedly progressing. Similarly, Spurs remain interested in Liverpool's Cody Gakpo, but funding all three deals could prove difficult. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. You can also follow us across our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and X at Dominion Cars. And that ends the news update on Dominion Television Ibadan. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun saying thank you for watching and good afternoon.